When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you, so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through, your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace so long I've missed, my soul, my love I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven, as you've rescued me from hell. That's beautiful. Why are we opening up with a beautiful poem this time? Music's also different. Oh hi. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Oh, choice! You didn't have a name the first time I saw you. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we are going to find a way out of here. Okay. Oh, we're in the testing room. We're back. Destiny. Looking gorgeous there. I wasn't expecting you so soon. I'm trucking through everything. I knew that one day we would meet in this room. I kinda was expecting it too. You see, closely I've been watching you. Studying every breath, and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. I did. And a slew of questions you've answered with regret. No regret. Without regret. Well, I may be similar, but unlike them still. I realized it from the way you speak. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. Hard to swallow pills. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like cancer. Sure, both of us know why you're here. Honestly, I still don't know 100% why I'm here. It's just to open up and cast out fear. I guess. To be as honest as you can. That's, yeah. To take angel's wings or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery. Rot. What? Take time to think before you decide. I'm a quick decider. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul this burn. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. Why do you have to rhyme? If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Destiny. Sure. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yeah, at times I definitely feel like that. I feel like that is actually common in nowadays society, so I feel like we all feel like we're not good enough at times. But the important thing is to push through it and find your purpose. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? No, I feel like that's kinda equal. I think we're good with that. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? I mean, sometimes, but overall at the moment I'm pretty okay with where I'm headed. I have a vision. I have more of a vision than I had like a year ago. So no, I'm good. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? No, that luckily I never was. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? No, I'm good with that. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Nah, I don't think too much about it overall. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? Yeah, I think so. I trust my friends. I believe in them. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? No. If it happens, then it happens. Honestly. There's nothing you could change about the way things will play out, and if I'm the last one to stand, then I am the last one to stand. I'm afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you. I'm not afraid of the meaning of an afterlife, and if it means anything, then whatever. Damnation for my eternal soul, rebirth or whatever, doesn't matter. Don't care. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm wanted. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? I mean, there's certain situations in life where you feel like you don't belong, but overall, nah. Do you ever feel like a burden? I mean, sometimes, sure, everyone feels like a burden at times. I'd suspect. Have you ever felt left out? Yes. Have you ever felt like a failure? Also yes. Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? Yeah, I can be totally frank about that. That was never a concern for me. Because I'm damn gorgeous. I mean, I'm playing it up, but honestly, it never was a concern for me. Never considered it as well. Have you ever worked yourself sick? I'm gonna go with a probably yes during my apprenticeship that might have actually occurred. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to go to sleep? It's not as much thoughts as just my body can't get to rest. But I don't think it's thoughts. Are you afraid to ask for help? No, because I sometimes need help. Do you feel like people often criticize you? I don't think so, no. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? I mean, a bit, yeah. Do you ever wonder what your purpose in life is? No, no purpose, just death. If you could turn back time, for any reason, would you? No. Because what would it accomplish for me? So no. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? I have a few, yeah, but not many. A few, I have a few regrets, but not many. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? No. I can honestly be more awkward if I meet someone again than for the first time. But overall, I'm not having a problem with meeting anyone for the first time. I'm a pretty open person. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No. Honestly, it kind of relaxes me looking out into this endless black void. It's soothing. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you are certain that you've already locked them? No, I don't check if my doors are locked. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? No, life is moving pretty fast. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? It can be, but overall also no. It's not moving too fast, it's just moving fast, but it's not too fast. Like, at the moment it's in the right balance. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Depending on the circumstances, yes and no. If I'm going for a quiz, more so. If I just go for a day-to-day situations, I might be pretty thoughtless at times. But overall, I think I can consider myself a bit more thoughtful. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? I don't think, especially the way I understand the word superficial, I don't see myself as superficial. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? No. Well, if we go by right now, no. I'm thinking right now if I've ever done that. Might be that I've done it when I was younger, but right now I'm not doing that anymore because everyone just wears whatever they want, so whatever. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No, I'm easygoing. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Like actively bullied? No. But like this friendly back and forth? Yeah. But that's also not something that we're doing anymore, so overall, not really. Never been bullied by someone who cares for me. Have you ever been bullied by... Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? I hope not. I hope not. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? No, I'm just being myself. And however that's gonna get picked up, that's just what I am. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? No, I'm not actively trying to avoid busy places. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? Sometimes I like being alone. That's, yeah, 100%. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? No, not really. I'm sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you. I'm sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you. I mean, I'm not a confrontational person, so... I'm getting more uneasy than afraid, but I'm still gonna go with a yes here because I'm not confrontational, so it's difficult for me. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? No. 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 Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? No, I'm a motivated person. Do you ever fear that you are failing those who care about you most? I sure hope not. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No, it doesn't. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No, it's fun actually. As long as I can tell someone where I am, kind of, I'm fine. So no. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes, I used to have like a little stone necklace. Right, I mean right now it's my little dragon. So that's also a little bit of a comforter, but back in the day it was like a little stone necklace that I got when I was a kid. And I carried it around so much and it helped me through a lot of times. And yeah, this is basically what it is now. I have 4 different dragon necklaces and this is the one that I wear all the time. So technically, yes, I have my necklace for comfort. And because I like it. If I told you that I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? No, I would not believe you. Because you probably would go and take the name from my computer and then you would call me Domin and that's not correct. Well, based on the answers you have provided for me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? Wow, you couldn't even be further off. First of all, not an M, either way that you take. Unless you're talking about Minerva, who's the dragon mascot and banner of the channel. And at the end screen. Is she in the end screen? Yeah, she's in the end screen. And that's not my name, so it doesn't. So no. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. I mean, that's true. That would be ridiculous. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. We're gonna declare that there's racism, okay? Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? No, it does not. I get some joy out of it, but not a sense of peace. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? No. No. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? I sure hope not. Well, and there goes all the background audio. I'm going to have to stop you here. Sure. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. Hope that you're being honest for your own health. I am. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. Oh, I forgot that you talk in rhymes, because you didn't do it throughout the questions. You're going to tell me what emotional responses they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art, and let me into that precious heart. Pictures, interesting. For starters. Ooh. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Anger, depression, joy, chaos, relaxation, numbness. I'm not seeing anger in this one. It's also not depression. Joy, nah, I see chaos probably more so. It could also be numbness. I feel myself a bit more drawn to numbness if I'm gonna be totally frank. What word would you feel describes this picture best? Trapped, manic, broken, soulful, chaotic, beautiful. Soulful. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystal, the portal, soul abduction, a mind of misery, celestial stare. Chaotic crystal seems fine. Very interesting. Moving on. Ooh, that brings numbness. Could also be depression if I'm gonna be totally frank. Like an endless web that you're caught in. I honestly still get more numbness out of it. Stuck, abyss, toxic, demented, life, exotic. I feel like stuck fits it rather well. I'm kind of drawn to abyss as well though. Because it has some sense of depth to it, so abyss also fits for me. I feel like abyss fits more for me than actually stuck. Interesting, I'm flying through the questions and this is the one that I'm checking my sweet time. But this is looking at art and trying to interpret it for myself, and it takes a little bit longer. Corruption wave, the birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of sense, darkness within. The corruption wave, yeah. I see. Next we have this one. Ooh. That for some reason screams chaos to me. Glorious twin mirrored space planets galactic. I feel like galactic or space. Both of them are resonating really strongly with me here. I think galactic just a tiny bit more than space. The vault, Datacron, I see you. Reflection of the universe, shattered worlds. That's reflection of the universe. Noted. Is there more? I kinda like this one. This is kinda cool. Ooh. That is interesting. Huh. Sorry if I'm not verbalizing a lot here, but it's just with art there is a moment where you just take everything in. I feel like joy, honestly. Gateway, staircase, heavenly, unknown, vast, open. Vast, that's what I'm feeling, because it's like you're coming out of a corridor into this like endless, bright place, so vast feels good. Light at the end of the tunnel, the portal, dimension door, stairway to heaven, the rabbit hole. Light at the end of the tunnel, that feels correct. That's peculiar. And how about this one? Ooh! That, honestly for me, that brings me joy. That looks cool, I love that, that's joy for me. Eye, ring, abyssal, darkness, lightning, blazing. That's abyssal for me. Well, actually, what would it describe the best? But abyssal still feels correct for me. Darkness would fit as well, but abyssal still resonates the most. Nest of darkness, the abyssal gaze, shrouded misery, energy crown, darkness forming. I'm going with energy crown. And the reason for that is, a little bit behind the scenes here, was playing Monster Hunter just before this. And this is the color scheme that Gormagala has, and it just resonates like energy crown for me. Nest of darkness would also fit, but I just see like this like regal essence that Gormagala can send out, so yeah. And this here. Ooh. Interesting. That for some reason gives me anger vibes. I don't know why. Mask, veil, cyclops, jungle, prismatic, shrouded. Yeah, shrouded, honestly. Shrouded or masked? No, the shrouded one. Mind's eye, forest of depth, the masking, eye of chaos, a shining light. The eye of chaos. You see. Now this one. Ooh. That one is chaos. What describes it best? Planetary, collide, blossoms, wings, feathers, heavenly. Collide. And growth seed, Mother Nature's gift, forming earth, we meet again, angelic touch. We meet again. How about this? There's a whoa! Now that's anger. Fury, torment, volcano, brimstone, shattered, and fault. Fury. Arcane blaze, the world breaks, Inferno gate, the shattering, rage incarnate. Honestly, the shattering. For some reason that resonates here. Interesting that you say that. I know I'm an interesting person. How about this one here? Oh. Where is uncomfortable? That makes me feel uncomfortable. Let's go for numb, if anything. Cyborg, veil, information analysis, monitoring, futuristic. Monitoring. The data sphere, thought-provoked, incubation of dreams, matrix watcher, life projector. Incubation of dreams. Okay. Now this one. How many more do you have? It's getting kind of boring at this point. This is joy. Ocean, sky, womb. I'm honestly going with womb. Or birth. Birth. Stronger. Birthplace of dreams. Monolith heart. Endless sea. Going down. Ultraviolet. Birthplace of dreams. Interesting. Take a look at this. Ooh, beauty. Why is there no beauty? Relaxation, if anything. Beauty and relaxation go closer together. Data, broken eye, disfigured, anarchy, and puzzle. None of them. But maybe data. What do you think this picture's called? Deciphering, I broke you, the crystal verse, planar zone, and Picasso face. Deciphering. Huh. We're almost done. Ooh, chaos. Instantly. Arc, slime, vapor, melting, drool, viscous. Viscous. Even though drool is also good here, but viscous. The Charles of Death, planet cradle, planet forming, and dark lights, or the sludge. Oh, let's go with the sludge. Interesting choice. Hey, you let me... Sludge. Let's see here. Ooh. Oh, there's some beauty in that one as well. Anger. Crown, sword, laser, sunlight, eclipse, solstice. I'm going with eclipse. That resonated instantly when I read that. Sonic boom, red angel, solar blade, broken seal, disintegration chamber. The broken seal. Alright then. Just a few more. You said that a moment ago. That's a marble. That is kind of joyful. Cosmic sphere, eye, beauty, pearl. I said marble, so pearl is right, and gorgeous. Gorgeous, there we go, that's one. What do you think it's called? Spiral word, marble of time, formless being, high intelligence, planar core. The marble of time. That's what I'm getting. That's surprising. It's not. Almost finished. You're trying to hold me in. Ugh, I hate that. Chaos. Gaseous, chaos, warped, wave, nebula, jungle. Warped. Vaporous forms, light breaking, soulless space, leaves, up close, verdant path. Soulless space. Very good. Last one. Really now? Oh, that's gorgeous. That's joy for me. And what describes it best? Music, choir, voice, hollow, solitary, and void. A choir. Or the voice by itself, like the voice that breaks through everything. Yeah. A choir is multiple voices, but this is like a singular thing. The sound of silence, empty world, warp tunnel, notes of harmony, the static field. That resonates instantly. I think that about wraps it up. The answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious, they dwell. But I'm not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. Don't pick my brain, that stays with me, okay? This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty, I do implore. Let us begin. One year you run a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays. So you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them, like you can buy a lottery ticket for $1, it started with that. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? Indifferent, that's the way life goes sometimes. Happy, good for them, I'm glad they won. Jealous, I regret buying them that ticket. Angry, they should share the prize. Still happy for them. I mean, they won. Flicking happy. And also, I got them that as a gift. It's on me. You don't need to get everyone a gift, and you especially don't need to give people that you don't like. I don't get that. Like, obligated to gifting is dumb. But anyway, if I gifted it to them, then I'm happy for them, even if we don't get along. Hey, congrats! Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Try to steal the ticket for myself, destroy the ticket so no one gets it? Well, that's a dick move. Get them killed so I inherit the money. Let them be happy with their winnings. Seriously, try to get them... Like, why would I inherit the money if we don't get along? I'm not gonna be in the will, I guess. So, dumb thing. Destroy the ticket is the biggest dick move that you can do. And try to steal it? No. Let them be happy with it. If the rules were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? I would not. What? I would share it with my closest family members. So like my girlfriend, my brothers, my parents. If that comes from an uncle or something, I'm not gonna share it with them. That stays in my close family. Sorry, no. And my least favorite family member is not inside of my close bubble that I just mentioned. I see. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case there rests $1 million. Along the money there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Well, gonna be totally fine. And totally honest, indifferent. None of my business. It says don't. There's blood on it. Not gonna touch that. I'm about to be rich. What if someone comes for the money? There's blood in there. Don't care. Again, indifferent. Not gonna touch it. It says don't. Gonna leave that there. If anything, I'm gonna call police and say like, hey, I found that thing here. Not gonna touch it though. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and run back to my car? No, take as much money as I could and hold and leave the rest. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. 100% leave the suitcase alone and move along. No, I'm gonna call the police and they can deal with that. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would it change your decision at all? No. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. Let's hear it. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? Scared? The devil is in my room. Suspicious? I don't think the devil truly exists. Well, that's the first thing. Intriguing? I wonder what he's willing to offer me. I'm always intrigued to hear what people have to offer. Even if I'm already set in my mind with I'm gonna decline. And angry? I want him out now. Well, first of all, I don't believe in the devil, so I'm suspicious. That's the very first thing. And then I'm intrigued. But first of all, I'm suspicious. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe in him to truly be the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. Cool, I wanna see more of hell, please. In that second you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. Cool. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for his soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world? No. You'll never age but can still die from physical injuries? No. You can bring one person back from the dead? Huh. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. You can bring one person back from the dead. So I could bring someone back that could potentially do something great for humanity. But then again, would they? They would probably be really overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Who knows how much they could do? Who knows at what age they would be brought back? Who knows how they would be brought back? It's a double-edged sword where it would be interesting to bring someone back who could do something amazing for humanity. You're making a deal with the devil. So, I'm not gonna give you my soul. Thank you. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept in exchange for eternal damnation? And thank you, but no thank you. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. Cool. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad, I don't want the world to end. The world can end, I don't care about that. Excited, I've always fantasized about the zombie apocalypse. I mean, I think everyone kind of does, but I wouldn't be excited about that. Scared, I don't know if I could survive for long. That's true. This is life now. Yeah, honestly, that's the first time I would probably really go with this is life now. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? If I could, sure. Interesting. You've been working at the company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important, incredibly lucrative promotion. However, you have to unleash the zombie apocalypse. Someone hired only a number of weeks ago. Oh, has just been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does that make you feel? Well, angry I was promised a promotion, jealous that promotion should have been mine. Betrayed, I can't trust my own employer. Everything happens for a reason. I feel betrayed, I can't trust my employer. And honestly, at that point I would go in there and tell him, okay, buddy, it looks 2 ways. Either you're gonna clear that shit up, or I'm gone, because I don't care. Because obviously if I was considered for the promotion, I'm doing damn good work. And I know that I'm doing a damn good job. So if you're a dick promising me a promotion and then hiring someone as a favor for a friend, I'm going in there and tell you that that's a dick move and you're gonna have a problem because I'm gonna leave you and you can see how you're gonna deal with the rest of the shit because they just started, they don't know what the heck's going on. Tough luck, buddy. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud? Fraud? If I know it, I'm complicit. Quit my job and look for new employment? Sabotage the new employee to get them fired? Nothing. You win some. I quit my job and look for something new again. I would not threaten to report them because I would just throw that out there. Suck it. There's no threatening. I would leave and report that at the same time. Probably should have reported it sooner if I knew about all of that, to be frank. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? I mean, I was looking for the job. I would not know the inner machinations of everything. So, I am not the evil person here if I take the promotion, if I don't know what the heck's going on, if anyone else was promised it. It's the employer that is doing the shit thing here, not the person that gets the promotion. I see, very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. That again would be creepy because we have rooftop windows. They're at an angle. We're on the 3rd floor, so that would indeed be creepy. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does that make you feel? Well, that honestly would make me stupidly scared because again, we're on the 3rd floor. And if they start running, that means they run across the roof. And that'd be terrifying. And where did they go is a fitting one there. I don't know what's about to happen, that's true. I'm ready to handle whatever is coming. I mean, I am ready, but still. I need my family to be okay. My family isn't here. But I honestly would be scared, because that would freak me out. And what do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the door and call the police? Probably grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare myself. No, I'm gonna lock screw everything else, we're locking the door and calling the police. Police will be here in like 1 minute or so, because they're not far away from us. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human being, would your answers change at all? The answers would not change at all. The thing that would report to the police would just not be, hey, I saw a demon in front of my window. It would be, I saw something outside on my window and it ran up on the roof. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but there's something there. Kinda scared. Please come. That's my address, by the way. So no, it wouldn't change. I just would not report it in like something supernatural is there. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. Cool! This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction. Ugh. Meaning that in less than half a year from now, you will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. Ugh. Being locked inside of your own body. Nightmare scenario. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. Just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have to plug? No, pull the plug, honestly. That's not living anymore. That is what's called surviving. But that's not living anymore. Pull the plug. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spend it with my friends and family, pursuing all of the dreams I hadn't yet accomplished. There's dreams that you cannot accomplish in 6 months. Make the world a better place while I can? Yeah. I'd wallow in self-pity and probably want to die. I spent them with friends and family. No work! There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? Honestly, it doesn't change anything for me, because there's always something that could happen. I could walk out the door tomorrow and be hit by a car and that's it. I don't need the threat of some bacteria or something that could potentially lock me in my body and I would just vegetate away. Is always a chance that you die the next day. So that does not change anything the way I live my life right now, because I'm trying to do the things that I love already. That's why I'm sitting here, that's why I'm recording my videos, that's why I'm having time with my friends, my families. Families? That sounded like I was gonna out myself there for something. I have... You know what I mean with that. But yeah, I'm not living in regret of having missed out on anything at the moment. Know that. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. Close enough, we got her with 1.5 years. 3 years has passed and it's the best dog you've ever had. It's the only dog I've ever had. You love it like it's your own child. Kind of is. And one day, he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the dark. She did that once. She did that multiple times actually, but she already ran away. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend. Well, we're lucky that she always came back after like 1 or 2 minutes. Until one morning you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of your lives. Okay, you rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy, about your age. But he's come back. Johnny has come back, and we're together again." I come to find out your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after, and you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that this isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? Well, I mean, the man has dementia. So I feel like for myself, I could say I would leave my dog with the old man, with my neighbor. And I come by, I take care of my dog daily, but my dog is just with them so that they have a happier time. But I still have their responsibilities, the dog still runs under my name. It's like a life companion for them. So I think I would go with that. The next thing is with dementia, how long would they remember that they have the dog? So there's a lot to think about here, but I would probably, there's a lot to do there. But for the moment I would let the man keep the dog. And we're gonna figure something out about that afterwards. But for the moment, let's let him keep the dog, because who knows what might happen if you take him away and everything. So there's a lot of complications with dementia and how people react in certain situations. And you don't want to be needlessly cruel to the person. Since you see your dog is well and you're happy to see your dog again and you know where your dog is now, you can make this work out somehow. So let's let him keep that for the moment and figure something out. Calm and collected now that everything's blown over a little bit. Easy enough. Does the story make you sad at all? Yes, it does. I have a dog. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life, finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yes, I can. But then again, you told me that the man has dementia. There's a lot more going on in that, because it's so difficult to understand a person that has dementia, because they themselves have problems understanding themselves. So the complete loss of yourself is brutal. But I can still understand that feeling. Next question. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you the latest victim. I am a gorgeous victim. Now let's also say that you're giving a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam Earth. However, you're bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and make their lives better. You're bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? So either have a life, endless life of vengeance, but potentially helping out other victims, but you're being with a serial killer, so this task would end faster and you can pass on faster. That's also something. Or you can try to be positive with your family and friends, but also you see them grieving for you, which is tough. And I don't want to influence their lives too much. And potentially helping other victims not getting killed by the same person that I got killed. I'm gonna go with that. I'm already dead, and again, my killer might die sooner than my friends and family, so I will get to pass on probably faster. So I'm gonna do that. Especially if I'm haunting them, I'm gonna make them pass on faster. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Oh yeah, I have. And if I have to sing Baby Shark all dang day, I'm already dead. I can't lose my sanity anymore, but they still can. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? No, I don't. Well, I mean, the me getting killed by a serial killer, maybe? But the me haunting someone afterwards? Yeah. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I know... Well, there's a little bit of a split, but most of the people that I know around, they probably would go and haunt the killer. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. Oh, that was some good sleep. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play. So you're obliged to note and hit the play button to reveal the message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain that to you that every single day for the last 20 years you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped out. That's not how that works, but anyway, your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watch this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose? I'd rather watch the video every day, find out that I'm losing my life. But I wanna point out, how would that be possible? Anyway, I'm gonna watch the video still. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? I mean, there's the question, would I know that? Would I know that they kept the secret from me for 20 years? Did I just forget it? I would not be upset about them, because if I was upset, maybe I already was upset. So if that has been going on for 20 years, I would probably in disbelief, but I wouldn't be upset, because I don't know if they've kept it from me for 20 years, because I've always forgotten. So no, I wouldn't be upset, I would be confused. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy and never letting them know the truth? I would make them a video. They get to know the truth. We'll take note of your answer. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspaper that your parents are famed psychologists. Cool. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. I'm adopted. From what you can gather through the new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering the parents in a tragical, brutal way. I killed my parents. However, the child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of the parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of the parents' death, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising the child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of a child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No, but the better question is, would that not potentially trigger a psychosis and potentially throw me into a bloody rage? But first of all, I find a lot out apparently on in the attic, but I don't think I would resent them, because they still helped me, and they're still my parents, but I would not resent them. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance in life? I think I would be grateful for that. Would you feel betrayed by your parents? I probably would feel betrayed as well. Would you confront your parents about the articles you found? Sure would. I told you earlier I'm not a conflict happy person, but I guess you have all that stuff there and could be like, I found that. Expound. If I were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in similar situation? No, I don't think that's the best method of working around with that, so no, I would not. Interesting. There's better methods of working that one out. One fun scenario for you before we move on. Sure. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their paths in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. And in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes to finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker, stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? If there's so much food there and I keep it for myself, that thing's going to waste and rotting away. I'd go and tell the colony, because again, I would have a group of people that could potentially help me. The problem is they exiled me, but I mean that way I could show off, hey, I'm pulling my weight. Just, give me a chance here. I had a few unlucky draws. Send me out, send me scouting, I can find stuff for you. I am good. I could go into a great spiel with that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and tell the colony, because it would not only help me but the other people as well. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in, so you could lead a new colony but exile your soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? No, because that way conflict is already programmed in, and that's not good. That would just lead to conflict, and if I have the lesser numbers, which was gonna be likely, then no. Even if they exiled me, we're gonna get into a good standing there. We're gonna deal diplomatically with that. If I were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion, if anything. Again, diplomatic. If I were to lead the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just happens to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourself, or would you let them keep what they found? Again, we are making a colony of sharing. Now this again is something that would greatly divide us, but again, they can keep it, and we're going into diplomatic conversations with them. Nothing you can do about that. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there, which would you rather? More dilemmas abound from what I can gather. and you will answer clearly, crisp and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Here's the voices again. I was starting to miss them. Would you rather abandon the person you love most or be abandoned by the person you love most? Oh, be abandoned or be the abandonee? I think like abandon means not just like a normal breakup or anything in a love situation, but just they leave, they up and leave, and there's no explanation a lot there. And I feel like I'd rather have them do that to me, because it feels cruel for me to do that to someone else. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you want, but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything, but they feel a deep personal bond with you? Give me the friends with strong bonds. Would you rather find 10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find 20 but you have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends? 24 ways! Let's go, we all have some good money there. Because you all can need it. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? I'd rather none of that. Because, first of all, cheating on someone is low for me. I hate it with a burning passion, so I could not cheat on my partner at all. But getting cheated on hurts as well. But I cannot cheat on my partner. I cannot bring it over me. Even if I would get away with it, I cannot do that myself, so no. So I'm gonna go with that, I guess. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? I mean, what do we talk illegal here? A rich but dishonest life? I could steal from richer people that steal from the poor people and be rich and distribute it to the poor people again. Dishonest? Poor honest. Yeah. I mean, again, what is meant to be illegal? Again, theft is illegal, but it depends on who you steal from. But let's say with dishonest life, we're talking about bigger stuff than just stealing from people that already have way too much money. Anyway, I'm gonna stay poor and... well, yeah. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Sorry. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire friends from a high-paying job? Why would I... okay, why would I want my friends to get fired from a high-paying job? I don't meddle in their life's affairs. If anything, I get fired from a high-paying job, which I don't have. So whatever. And yeah, whatever, I'm gonna find a new job anyway. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? Step-sibling it is in that case. Oh no, step-sibling, I'm stuck. Not gonna do anything with best friend's partners, that's fucked up. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers but... sorry. There's 1,000 people. One of them will be my new best friend. Sorry, friend. But a 1 to 1,000 ratio. I mean, there might be some horrible people in there, but still, that's a lot. That's a big ratio. Sorry. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third... well, let's rescue someone. Would you rather be rich but without family or poor with family? I feel like I want to have my family around. It feels better with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Let's steal some money from the wealthy. Fuck them. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? Well, fuck the military, I say. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below? I'm gonna travel them below the speed limit because that reduces how much fuel I'm gonna use up in my car. That also makes my car live longer. That reduces the emissions of my car. Overall, I'm doing something better if I travel slower. Suck it! Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Well, that sounds... well, I feel like never. I mean, sex is really, really good. But every day I have also better things to do than go and have sex. Okay? Let's be frank. Also, that would mean if my partner's not around, I'm gonna have someone else to have sex with. And then no. I rather don't have sex in that case. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest? I mean, okay. Being addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life is horrible because that does a lot to you. But you make a full recovery after 10 years and you don't die on the drugs. It's gonna be one hell of a trip, but I'm gonna make a full recovery, and I mean, I got to experience some hardcore drugs, I guess. But for the rest of my life, being an alcohol addict, no. Let's do some heavy stuff, I guess. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? Let's just die before my friends and family. Because why would I want to be 200 years old? There's so much shit going on already. And I don't want to live for another 170 years in that shithole. I'd rather pass out at 70 in that case. Would you rather sacrifice all of your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both of your parents? I'd rather sacrifice both. Wait. So that I survive, I have to sacrifice either my friends or my parents. I think I'm gonna go with my parents. Sorry, parents. I love you. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? I mean, I already get acknowledgement for praise for work that I didn't do, so I guess if I push that button, nothing changes. Because that just says I get acknowledged for work that I didn't do. Doesn't mean that I'm not hardworking already. So I just take the praise for stuff that I'm not doing, because I already sometimes get it. And I don't know why, but sure. And I still do my job as usual and still work. It doesn't nowhere say that I don't work hard. I just get acknowledgement for stuff that I don't do. And I can always say like, but thanks. I can always do that. I get the acknowledgement, whatever. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? Ooh, now we're turning the script around. And honestly, you planted that one so deeply in me, I'd rather punch a nun by this point. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year, or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Well, I made some pretty fine memories, but if I lose all my memories of this year, I mean, we're only just jumping into June, so whatever. Not that many. But still, that's a lot. But lose all of the money that I've earned this year, I'd be broke. And that would spend. But memories are so much more important than money, so whatever. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win 10? Let's take 10, whatever. Would you rather know how you die or know when you die? I'd rather know nothing. I don't care about either, but tell me how, because I don't care about the when. The when is probably more horrible than knowing how, because if it just says a car accident, the span might be throughout my whole life. If it says heart attack, the span might be throughout my whole life. But if it says you die next week, then you're paranoid about that. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater, interesting, or deaf always? Well, both of them are things that are already so prevalent in the world, and there's so many ways that these people can still function with no problem in the world. Being blind, you can work in some really cool jobs as well, just as you can if you're being deaf. But I think because you're permanently deaf, but with the other one you're blind except for underwater, which means you have a downside with an intriguing upside. So I guess I would go blind except for being underwater. Because the question is, do I really have to be completely underwater with my whole body for that to activate? Or does it just have to be like, if I have water around my eyes, that is all of a sudden function? Because I can take swimming goggles and place them on my eyes and see stuff normally then. So I think I would go for that. Even if that with the swimming goggles is not included, I'm blind, I still have to work my way around the world as usual. But if I go swimming, I can see everything. And I experience underwater in a new, different way than other people do. So that would be interesting, I guess. Would you rather give up all internet and social media, but be able to travel the world for free? Have the best internet in the world for free, but never leave your house? I feel like, well, if I give up my internet and just travel the world, I could not do this anymore, and this is something that I really deeply love. But never leave home and never leave my house is also harsh. I mean, the good thing is nowadays you can get everything delivered through the internet, so problem is I cannot do my job anymore. What happens if I leave my house? Would I implode? But travel everywhere for free but give up internet? The thing is, I would give up something so important to me with internet, with being able to sit down making these videos. I mean, technically I can still make the videos, but I still would give up so much stuff in my life that gives me joy. I'm not happy about any of these, but anywhere for free is something great. I feel more drawn towards that for some reason, I don't know why. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Doesn't mean that the snakes are gonna bite me or attack me, so... But barefoot across coals is a thing that people do. And I would be interested in trying that out, so I'm gonna try that. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. If you look at that like that, the executioner has the easier job in a way already, because they just have to pull the switch or inject the poison. The judge has to make the conscious decision to say this human being will have to die by execution. They're gonna have to weigh everything in and hopefully don't make a wrong decision as well. I feel like being the judge is so much tougher than being the executioner in a way. Because in a way, as the executioner, you can distance yourself more from everything because you don't know the whole story behind everything, than being the judge. Which I'm not qualified to be anyway. But I feel like for me, in terms of distancing myself from what's going on, I think I'm doing better with the executioner. Would you rather have a witch cast nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? Well, I am being haunted by them and they want to possess me, but they're not gonna get lucky with that, I guess. Also, that way I have a demon body with me. Always having bad luck could end in me dead. And if a demon possesses me, whatever. Could be interesting. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Let's marry someone that I'm not attracted to, but they're attracted to me. We can have a platonical relationship, but as long as we're happy with one another, I think that one's better. Would you rather work a high-paying... I guess in the other one it was saying either way one of us will not be happy. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you... Sorry. No, we're good. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Technically doing that already, so let's go for that. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? Ooh, what's a mile? Give me a moment. Not Mike. I wanna know what 100 miles is. That's 160 kilometers, and I'm gonna have to walk that. And 1 mile is just 1.6 kilometers. With nothing but a pair of socks. I'm gonna be the weirdo that walks home with a pair of socks. But I have to walk it. I'm gonna walk 16 kilometers every day, sure, why not? Would you rather find $5 in your pocket, or I have to grab 100 out of a public toilet? I mean, I'd like to have $5, but I'm gonna take the 100 out of a public toilet as well. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again? Have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? Well, joke's on you, slightly dyslexic, already not really good with books, so I'd give up books for 100 movies, I guess. Not like I'm gonna watch these 100 movies to begin with, but I wouldn't know what to do with 100 books. Probably give them my girlfriend, but if they're my favorite books, then I don't know if she would be happy with them, so I'd give up on books for that. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early to everything? I'm the kind of person that usually is like 10 minutes early to everything. So being 20 minutes late... 2 hours early is brutal. Let's be 20 minutes late. This is an inconvenience for everyone. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? I guess I'd rather find the dead body, because if I witness the deadly assault, I might be next. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? Neither, really, if I'm going to be totally frank. Change my past or... let's see the future, if anything, here, because I'm not gonna change my past. I don't want to change my past. The past made me the person that I am today, and changing that would change me, and I do not like that. Let's look into the future. Don't use it. Would you rather have 1 really great friend or 100 mediocre? 1 great friend, thank you. Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose 1 day of your life every time you kissed someone? Well, I'm gonna lose my teeth, I guess. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? I don't have my... Why do you assume I have a worst enemy? Who has a worst enemy? Like legitimately. Sure, let's let them have the money. My worst enemy, because then I would at least know who my worst enemy is, I guess. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? I'm not much of a believer in true love, but I would love to have my dream job. I would love to have my dream job, really. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? Pause. Take a break every now and then. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Let's drown to death in gasoline, because drowning is less brutal than being boiled alive. Thank you very much. I mean, it's gasoline, it probably doesn't take a lot. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get 100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? That's a lot of friends. Either have no friends but get 100 every day. That's a lot of money. You can buy friends. But make a new friend every day is a lot of friends. You don't have to keep up with all of them. I'm gonna make a friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family? No, I'd rather give my life to save my family. Let's go. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about but they'll never find out it was you? Okay. Everyone hates me for something I didn't do, or I hurt everyone but they don't know it was me. And I don't know how I hurt them, or do I just actively have to hurt them, like telling my best friend he's a fat pig and he should kill himself, and he somehow doesn't know that it was me and that was the way I hurt him, and that's that. Like, that one doesn't... But I don't want to hurt my friends, even if they don't know that let's just be hated, whatever. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? I think I would sleep with my worst enemy, because then first of all, I let them win the lottery. I know who my worst enemy... If my worst enemy is a child, then that's horrible though. Why would I have a worst... I'm thinking about the Sims notes right now, with... Being enemies with child wish does no longer appear. I'm thinking about that, what was it? Update note or whatever it was. That's what I'm thinking about. So if my worst enemy is a child, they win the lottery and I want to sleep with them. No, I have to sleep with them then. Horrible scenario already. So if I am a sim and my worst enemy is a child, definitely no. I don't know who my worst enemy is. So I'd find out once they win the lottery, and then I'd have to sleep with them. Sure. I really hope it's not a minor. I don't think it is a minor. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Well, give me water. It's not like I'm mostly drinking water already only. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? So just barely... But max volume is a lot. I'd rather would listen to it than at low volume than max volume. Well, actually, let's get the party pumping anyway. Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? Don't need to meet my hero. I don't have a hero, but I don't need to meet my hero. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of... I'd rather never have a pet, if I'm gonna be totally frank. Not wanna say anything against Recording Doggo. I love her, but if anything I would rather never have a pet, because my friends are way too dear to me. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life Or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live. No, give me the pain. Thank you for answering my questions. But we are not done yet. You really take your sweet time. For we have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heart beat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truth. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I'm finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Just one of the words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Morbid, destructive, insane, unclear, volatile, impetulant. I feel destructive right now. Curious, intrigued, fascinated, interested, inquisitive. I am intrigued. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? I mean, sure, it happens. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? Probably did. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Playing Pokemon. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? Nope. Have you ever... Well, actually, if it count... Well, okay, actually that probably is a lie, because I squished a lot of moths lately, so yes, I have intentionally hurt animals, actually. Unless we don't count insects in that case, but I think we should count insects, right? Have you ever blamed someone for something... Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? I think so, yes. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in the time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? Not as far as I'm aware. I hope I didn't. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you care about? No, that's dumb. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? I probably have. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Never had romantic feelings for anyone who wasn't my partner. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? I mean, if we can say like certain politicians wrong me all the time and certain collections of people like Nazis and so have wronged me, then but like a single individual that just like blocked me off in the road or something? No, never. Have I ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name in a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? I probably would. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? I probably could. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Maybe? I don't remember. Maybe, but I don't think so. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? What? No. No, I think? Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Maybe at times, but overall, no? Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? Yeah, that sometimes I do. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decisions making too much? No, I don't think so. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? Maybe a bit more honest, yeah. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No, I don't think so. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? The only thing that comes to mind is a classmate from apprenticeship school, and we resonated so hard, and we're really good friends throughout all of the years, and we did not exchange our phone numbers like idiots. So the important thing to tell them was, let's exchange phone numbers, and that is to this day something that I regret, because I feel like we would still be in contact otherwise. So that is something that I regret, asking for phone numbers. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? No. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? I think at the moment, yes. Do you ever let your fear stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? No. No. I stuttered a little bit there. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? No. You fail, whatever. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. I think a lot of people have been through that. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Maybe, but mostly no. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No, I spend more time thinking about the present than I plan for the future, if I'm gonna be totally frank. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No? Weird question there. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? No, I have not. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? Yeah, I find myself doing that at times, and I need to get better with that. But I'm also the kind of person that wants to explain themselves, and then it comes out as an excuse, and I'm sorry, okay? I'm working on it. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? At times, yeah. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? No, I don't think so. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? Yeah. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? Yes, it's always the controller. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? Yes. Pretty sure I have done that. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No, I have not. Not. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with them? No. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Yeah, I think everyone feels like that at times. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? I don't think so, no. No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? Well, for them, but not for myself, no. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? No, others can suck it. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? No. Do you ever feel like you focus more on negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? No. I'm happy with everything I have at the moment. I wish I would have a little bit more money, let's be totally frank, but overall I'm happy. Have you ever witnessed someone being wrong but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? I mean, yes. Yes, I have. And finally, you feel like you're a good person. I try to, yes. Very interesting. And concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. Disgusting, stop that. I will analyze your answers very carefully. And now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. I'm gonna take a sip while you do that, okay? You upset? This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I've expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. Yep, there's no chance you can do that. But as I asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I'm forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduce from deep within, from everything you've shared with me. In return I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Well now. You just might be one of the most pleasant souls to ever walk this earth. Probably not. The problem is you're afraid of opening up and showing people the real you. I'm not, really. And when I say the real you, I don't mean the you that your family and friends know. I mean the you that only someone you could trust with your deepest secrets would ever get to see. I don't have a lot of deep secrets, I don't know what you're talking about. You see, you're actually a pretty amazing individual, but I think people are going to judge you way too harshly if they knew you completely. I'm not afraid of that. My advice to you would be to open yourself up a bit more and actually show the deepest parts of you more freely. I'm already pretty open, but thank you. I mean the parts of yourself that you might think people would find very unlikable. You'd be shocked just how many others are exactly like you, but you're never going to find out unless you take the time to open up to new souls. If you can master this little trait and feel more comfortable opening up, then an entirely new world of opportunity will open up to you as well. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. I still don't know what my goals are. Your secret verse is revelation. Let's just take a picture of that as well. Since I took a picture of all of the others. Bye. Well, if you received an ending that you've already received before our previous examinations, remember we did not ask you your secret words prior to taking this test, so that should be very telling. It means something very special. If your result was the same as something you've got previously, we'd like you to add the phrase twin words next to your secret words in the comments. Well, okay. Answered 100 questions, you found deeper meaning. Oh yeah, there were a lot of questions today. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. Ha! Told it. The reflection in the darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're a human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all of the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all of the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they are the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for it in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. No, I am perfect. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. That's fair. You can be afraid. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. I did not say problems right there. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. That's true. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We are all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We're all fighting these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all of the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us are just suffered quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. They'll tell you on one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting, and every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments you helped spread the message out to others. You helped spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. There's a lot more text here at the end than I was expecting. Sorry if I say that. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deeds in spreading the word and participating, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who left a comment on our titles and continues to massive project that we've been working on, but that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from this game comment and put their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and much more. Interesting. Contribute to your time and energy and help others in need. We want to make sure your commemoration for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. My reading comprehension stops again. I'm slightly dyslexic and it's getting kind of a lot. Now, as far as your secret word go, the secret words will play a pivotal role in a new project. You will plug your secret word into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and the decisions we make, and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out for future projects. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it, you helped make it what it is. and we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles all the way up until the official release. And again, to commemorate those who participated across all of the titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review. From the bottom of your heart, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. And this was yet again a really cute ending. I need a moment, my eyes need to rest, because it was so difficult to read at the end, because this was the longest of them. I mean, I was expecting this to be longer than the last two, but I did not expect for there to be so much dialogue at the end and everything. Because with the questions I have time in between to barter and every time, but I did not want to interject too much into that dialogue there. And I'm not gonna read all of that here, because I cannot read anymore, so I'm sorry that I'm really talking over the crawl text here. But I have such a hard time, because at this point the lettering does not look I mean, it's getting better, but before the lettering did not look right anymore. Because if you wanna know what happens for me if my dyslexia starts to kick in, is I see a slight wobble to the letters and the letter spacing becomes all squished and is not correct, and it makes it really difficult to read at times. And that just happens after a longer time of sitting down and reading, but it makes it just really difficult and irritating to read, and that was happening here, and I just needed to take a break and not look at words anymore. Anyway, the game, the test series is interesting, and such an interesting way to interact with so many people across the world. And yes, I know we're technically really late to all of that. Doesn't matter overall though. So we're done with the third one. There's still the testing chambers that I have ready for us to play. That's the last one that I have, because it was a bundle of 4 games. Chasing Demons was not in that. Maybe we're gonna check that out as well. But we have one more thing to go through, and that's the tasting chambers. And so that's the testing chambers. Oh, also shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us throughout our title series. That's so cute. Because that's the first time that I saw the test was actually with watching Markiplier. So that's kind of also what inspired that, because just a while ago it popped out on my feed and was like, that was actually really interesting, I should play that on my channel. And yes, it's a long time after it came out, so whatever. It's still relevant, it's still interesting, and it still holds so much weight, even though it came more from a place from during the pandemic. As a side note to everyone who has taken the time to be here, we have also developed the game titled Tasting Chambers, which can be considered connected to the Test Trilogy in a very special way, so feel free to check out. So I think it's quite a unique experience. We're gonna check it out. Test Trilogy had to offer, and we truly believe that you love the playstyle of the Testing Chamber, as it takes everything that its predecessors offered and amplifies the experience to an unprecedented degree. Interesting. Well, we're gonna play them, don't worry. The Advisor. Okay. Choice Matters style game. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna click through everything. If you wanna read the last dialogues there, I'm gonna keep a hold of my secret words. Chasing Demons. We might take a look into that. Maybe we're gonna play that as well. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's more to read. Okay, Ice, come on. We can push through it. I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me? Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Yeah! What the crud is going on? She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll, and in her cell, may she rot. We already had that. We already had the shout out to Markiplier's community. Oh, in space with Markiplier. Wow. Well, that was a lot of fun and an interesting ending. Again, we're gonna have the testing chambers, and maybe we're gonna go and chase demons as well. We've made a list of the names who have supported our projects along the way. Again, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Oh yeah, the beginning music to this one was wild when I opened it up. But yeah, anyway, this was the test Final Revelations. So this took nearly 2 hours. Anyway, it is such an interesting concept, there's so much going on, and actually the lore that they interjected there as well is interesting. But we're gonna figure out more once we go into the testing chambers. And maybe then, the thing that I'm seeking, which I'm still unsure about, because I'm kinda content with where I am, I don't really try to seek any answers right now. But I think I'm on the hunt for questions, if anything. But yeah, we're gonna see what the chambers will hold for us. So I'll see you there. Also enjoy, this is the ending music, I guess. Bye!